How's the royal family? I pray that everyone is doing well. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Brother Bay for the link. All your links, my king. Thank you very much for your due diligence. So, my royal family, what I'm about to show y'all doesn't cease to amaze you or me. And I'm going to keep it core with the royal family. I was thinking in the back of my head, last year, the first part of the year, there was a mass shooting. And I said, I know one coming. I could feel one coming. It was in the back of my head. I didn't dismiss that. And so Esau does what Esau do. So it just always happened to be, one of these creepy looking motherfuckers. You know, let me blow him up a little taste so we can look at him. So let me just blow him on up. It's always that type. You know, these motherfuckers is dangerous. I don't care about them damn glasses. And none of the way, I wear glasses and talk plenty shit. I don't know why people have those conceptions about people who wear glasses. You know, we might look a little bit nerdy, but that doesn't change the nature. Because I talk about the nature of many things in this system. So my royal family, I'm going to take y'all on a journey. And I said, on this one, there's no need to read the articles because it's always the same repetitive shit. But I got a bonus video for the royal family. Gotta stick around for this. This is the best part. This is the juicy parts. But you know, I'm real good at dragging stuff. That's just my style. I'm slow and sweet and methodical in what I do. So we have here at least 5 dead after shooting inside Florida SunTrust Bank. Suspect in custody, unharmed. Always these motherfuckers come up in here unharmed. So let's start with this first video.
We're taking now to Sebring, Florida, where Governor Ron DeSantis and police are giving an update after a shooting at a bank earlier today.
Lost at the hands of a senseless criminal doing a senseless crime. This afternoon at approximately 12:36 p.m., officers of the Sebring Police Department and the Highlands County Sheriff's Office responded to a bank located at 1901 U.S. Highway 27 South after a subject contacted our Consolidated Dispatch Center and said that he had entered the bank and began shooting. Our units and units in the Sheriff's Office responded, established a secure scene, and began negotiating with the subject utilizing the Highlands County Sheriff's Office crisis negotiation team. While engaged in negotiations, I ordered or asked the sheriff to send in the tactical unit or their SWAT team in an attempt to recover potential victims and take the subject into custody. After an assessment of the scene, we were sorry to learn that we have at least 5 victims, people who were senselessly murdered as a result of his act in this bank. I'm very appreciative of the sheriff's assistance, of the allocation of resources made through the state, through the FDLE and the FBI. As the governor mentioned, this is a very dynamic and ongoing investigation. I'm sure several details will come as the investigation continues. What we do know right now is that the gentleman that's been taken into custody as a result of this is a gentleman by the name of Zephan Zaver. He's 21 years of age and lives here in Sebring. The identity of the victims has not been committed yet or done yet. It's not complete. We are still processing the crime scene, and we have not conducted victim notifications for the families involved. We ask that you please keep them in your prayers, keep them in your thoughts, and help Sebring and our community stay strong. I'd like to introduce Sheriff Blackman, and again, thank you for your assistance.
Thank you, Chief. I would just echo exactly what Chief Hoagland has mentioned. The Highlands County Sheriff's Office will continue to work with the Sebring Police Department as well as FDLE in an attempt to make sure a thorough investigation is done regarding this incident. Currently, we have our investigators, our Criminal Investigations Unit, working alongside the detectives from Sebring Police Department, doing interviews, doing search warrants, and conducting crime scene property and evidence collection currently. We're not going to take any questions this afternoon, but tomorrow at 11 o'clock, as more information unfolds, we will have another press conference, and hopefully we'll have some answers to some of your questions at that point. So thank you very much, and we'll see you tomorrow at 11.
Can you spell the name of the suspect? Spelling of the suspect's name is Zephen, Z-E-P-H-E-N. Last name Xaver, X-A-V-E-R. Thank you.
All right. I think that's the end of that.
And we've just been listening to Florida officials discussing an update in the shooting at the SunTrust Bank there in Sebring, Florida. 5 people have died. It is also being called a hostage situation. There is one suspect, Zephen Zaber.
All right, my royal family. So Zephen, oh Zephen, keeping up the family tradition like y'all always do, displaying your true ass nature. Your true ass nature. So my royal family, as we continue on, let's watch the bonus video. Plagued by mass shootings. Oh my goodness. Do y'all see what I see? Florida had this the 7th mass shooting in less than 3 years. And there will be more. There will be more. Y'all gonna have to deal with reality. So let's watch this bonus video.
13 IEDs were sent to various individuals.
He appeared to, on video, have been attempting to gain access into the church.
This fall, we got a good, scary look at the new face of hate crime. It involved 4 sensational incidents in 10 days. It came at the end of a midterm election campaign that already had the nation on edge. And it covered the waterfront of hate. 4 crimes, 4 men, each consumed by a sometimes inexplicable hatred. A hatred that helped drive them to kill or terrorize members of a group they despised. It started October 24. Gregory Bush, having failed to get into a black church, then allegedly shot 2 black shoppers at a Kroger's near Louisville. 2 days later, Cesar Sayoc was arrested for mailing pipe bombs to Donald Trump's political enemies. And 3 days after that, Robert Bowers invaded a Pittsburgh synagogue and fatally shot 11 people. Finally, on November 2nd, 4 days before the election, a career misogynist named Scott Beerley shot 2 women to death at a Tallahassee yoga studio. FBI statistics say that hate crime is on the rise, and Sayoc, Bowers, Bush, and Beerley are this new face of hate crime. Middle-aged white men acting alone who feel they have a mission to retaliate against past imagined wrongs or to defend against future incursions. Brian Levin is a criminologist who studies hate crime.
Since 9/11, we may be seeing a reshuffling of the different types of main offenders. According to Northeastern University researchers, there were 3 types of these hate offenders. The thrill offender, who acts in a group for peer validation, tend to be younger folks, young people, no criminal record, acting for peer validation and social inclusion. Their prejudices are quite shallow. We believe, though, there might be an increase in another type of hate offender. That is the reactive or defensive offender. They're actually a related set of offenders, reactive and defensive. They respond to changes in their neighborhood with different families moving in, or they might be responding to a terror attack. But in any event, they are responding to some outside event. The smallest grouping of hate offenders, yet the most violent oftentimes, are the mission offenders, according to our Northeastern colleagues. These mission offenders used to be members of hardcore hate groups, or at the very least, they were hardcore hate mongers. Today, when we look at the most violent types of offenses, these mission offenders who commit a sliver of hate crimes overall are disproportionately represented in the most violent hate crimes, particularly those involving homicides. And we've seen in some recent massacres, these mission offenders bubble up to very, very tragic results.
These people collect grievances like some people collect autographs. For Sayak, it was grievances against those who attacked his political hero. For Bowers, it was grievances against Jews and immigrants. For Bush, who once married an African American, it was grievances against blacks who were prejudiced against whites. And for Beerley, it was grievances against women who rejected men, especially him. He killed himself at the scene. The others await trial. Maybe then we'll learn more about the path of hatred that brought each to disaster in the fall of 2018.
All right, my royal family. Now we see that the white man who spoke the longest, he didn't want to say it. This country has a problem. Our true enemies hate us for God knows what. But we can keep continuing to see the same face. In parts of what all of them said, I truly agree. But they didn't really get to the core of it. We seen the face of it, and the face of it is Esau. And Esau feels some kind of way. Because they feel in the universe too. And they feel like they're losing power. Also, they're displaying their true nature. Their true nature. The truest of their true nature. And the other component that I want to add, my royal family, is the state of Florida. State of Florida, never been there, but don't want to go there, but something real evil. Real evil. Now, evil been done to us on the four corners of the earth, but it's something about Florida that just black folks don't need to be there. It's a special type of evil there. So we will continue, my royal family, to keep seeing this. Now, our true enemies don't want to deal with core truth. Because when we speak core truth, they say it's hate speech. We just talking about basically what we see. You know, we do our research, we listen to what y'all have to say, and then we put our spin on it. We are truly the black media, even the ones that render their voice to as well. So I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised one damn bit. I said, here we go with one of these square looking white boys, ain't got a piece of ass, never in their life, hate the world, feel inadequate, and all the isms that they have in their system, you know, their dying system. Yeah, Babylon is falling. Ain't that sweet, my royal family? But on a serious note, my royal family, it's dangerous out here. We got to be mindful. We got to be watchful of the enemy, because they're going to target their aggressions on us too as well. So I'm pretty sure many will be reporting this. There will be more details about Xavier. I mean, not Xavier, Zephin. I'm thinking of someone else. Zephin. Oh yeah, Zephin. You just had to go kill 7 people. Now you feel like you a hero. I'd imagine you don't have a scratch on you at all. I wonder, did they take him out to lunch? I wonder, did they console him for killing those people? I wonder, is he comfortable? You know, are they caring for him right? While the other families, whoever they may be, are suffering, bloodshed. This is the core of America. Blood. This is war. This is a true war. And the only way for it to stop, a certain entity must be removed, because they are true to their nature. I'm going to leave it right there, my royal family. So this is what I need you to do. Render your voice with your beautiful divine words. And as always, my royal family, I thank you for your love. I thank you for your support. And with that said, Ashe.